Welcome back to my channel. Today, I will tell you a very interesting story from Vietnam, the legend of the dragon and the fairy. Let's go. A long time ago, in Linh Nam, there was a leader named Lạc Tuc, also known as King Duong Van, who possessed extraordinary strength and had the ability to walk underwater as easily as on land. One day, King Duong Van went to Dong Din Lake and met the dragon princess, the daughter of the dragon king. They became husband and wife, and soon after, they had a son named Sung Lam. As he grew up, Sung Lam became incredibly strong, able to lift a boulder that two men together could not. Like his father, he had the ability to walk underwater as easily as on land. When he succeeded his father, he took the title of Lạc Long Quân. At that time, the land of Linh Nam was still wild and untamed, with no peaceful place to settle. Lạc Long Quân decided to travel far and wide. Upon reaching the southeastern coast, he encountered a giant fish. This fish had lived for ages, its body longer than 50 truong, about 200 meters, with a tail like a sail and a mouth capable of swallowing 10 people at once. When it swam, it stirred waves that reached the sky, sinking any boats that passed by, and the people on those boats were swallowed alive. The fishermen were terrified of this monster, which they called Ngo Tin, the fish demon. Its lair was a large cave deep beneath the sea, with a high mountain range above that divided the coastal region into two parts. Lạc Long Quân was determined to slay the monster and rid the people of this threat. He built a strong and large boat, forged a multi-edged iron block, heated it until it was red hot, and then took the iron block onto the boat, rowing straight towards the Ngo Tin. Lạc Long Quân lifted the iron block, pretending to hold a person to throw into the monster's mouth as bait. Ngo Tin opened its mouth to take the bait, and Lạc Long Quân hurled the burning iron straight into its mouth. The monster's throat burned, and it fought back fiercely, thrashing its tail against Lạc Long Quân boat. Lạc Long Quân quickly drew his sword and sliced Ngo Tin into 3 pieces. The head turned into a sea dog. Lạc Long Quân blocked the sea with stones, killing the sea dog and throwing its head onto a mountain, which is now called Ca Dao Sun, Dog Head Mountain. The body of Ngo Tin drifted to a place called Man Ca, now known as Ca Dao Tui, Dog Head Water, while the tail was skinned, and Lạc Long Quân draped the skin over an island in the sea, which is now known as Bok Long Vai, White Dragon Tail. After eliminating the Ngo Tin threat, Lạc Long Quân went to Long Bien. There, a 9-tailed fox that had lived for over 1,000 years had become a demon. It lived in a deep cave at the foot of a rocky mountain in the west of Long Bien. This demon often transformed into a human, blending in with the people to capture young girls and take them back to its cave to harm them. From Long Bien to Mount Tan Vien, the regions were terrorized by the Ho Tin, fox demon. The people of both regions were terrified, with many abandoning their fields and farms to move elsewhere. Lạc Long Quân Thuong Dan, Mot Min Mot Gum Den Sao Huyet Ho Tin, Tim Catch Diet True No. Kai Lạc Long Quân Vi Den Toi Qua Hang, Kan Yu Tin Thay Bong Nuoi, Lin Zong Ra, Lạc Long Quân Lin Hoa Phep Lam Mua Gio, Sam Set Ve Chat Le Kan Yu. Jiao Chien Luan Ba Gay Ba Dem, Kan Yu Dan Dan Usuc, Tim Duong Tao Che, Lạc Long Quân Dui Theo Kem Dat Dao No. No Hien Nguyen Hin La Moti Kan Sao Kong Lo Chin Dui. Lạc Long Quân Veo Hang Quen Hung Nuoi Kan Song Sat, Roy Sai Kak Loi Tui Tak Dang Nuok Song Sai, Zoe Hang Sao Tan Mot Vuk Sao. Nuoi Duong Loi Goi La Dam Zak Sao, Doi Sao Mua Goi La Te Ho, Depian nan ho tin nan dan quan vong lai trov kk tren kan dong ven ho, va dung na lap xoam tren ku dat chow not goi la lung ho, den ne van kan, thay dan vong long bien de duok yan lam an lak long quan dieng wak len vong rung nui den dat fong chow. O vong nai ko motk ko Thursday goi la ke chien dan, chow hangin truok kia kan la sum su tuoi tak che kin ca mot koang dat rong, and hung sao nu nam, ke ko hio, bien ta nu tin. Nuoi ta goi la mak tin. Kan yu nai hung ac va qui quiet la thuang. Cho o qua no kong not din, kai to ku rung nai, kai to ku rung kok. No kong loan thay hin doi hangen nap cap noi, don bat nuoi dun thick. Di den dao kong ne thay tien kok den tam thiet, lak long quan quiet ra te q dan diet true lo iuk. Lak long quan phi luon het rung nai den rung kia va quan yu gay john kong wa tim thay cho o qua kan yu. Lak long quan jiao chien voi no tram gay dem, lam cho ke long de lo, troi dat mit mu ma kong tang doak no. Koi kong lak long quan phi dung den and hung nak siu nu cheng, trong lam no keep so va che vi phi te nam, song quan quat o vung du, nuoi ta goi la kui soang quang. Diet zong duok nan uk, lak long quan thay dan vung nai van con doi ko thu thon, phi le vio ke che dan, tet ko jian lam o nam ban de cho dan beat catch trong luanep, leong tre loi com, dongo lam nasan do, fong Thursday du. Lak long quan con de dan o cho ra cha con, vio chong. Dan kam on dukai, zay cho lak long quan mot toa kung dien noi na tren mot gon nui chow. And hung lak long quan kong o, thuang vk ni dui tui fu va dan chung rang, he ko tai bien git goi ta sev nai. Luk bei gio ko de lai tu phuong bak dem quan tran suang phuong nam. De lai dem theo ca nuoi con gai yu rat shin dp qua min lao ko va nu ti nu. Thay lin nam fong kan tuoi dp, lai nu chim nuong, nu go kui. De lai sai quan dung tan dap lai din o lao dai. Phi fuk dik rat cuc ko, nan dan chu kong noi, hung ve bien dong goi tu, booi. Sa kong veq dan chung kan. Chi trong chop mat, lak long quan de ve, nan dan kuchian, lak long quan hoa lam mot chung tre rat dp, ko hung tram de to theo hao, vua di vua hot den tang cho de lio, lak long quan kong thay de lai dao ca. Ma chi thay mot ko gai nan sak tuet tran kung vio so ti tai va bin lin. Ko gai shin dp du lao ko, thay lak long quan uig tuan tu nang dem long se ni, xin di theo lak long quan. Lak long quan duo ko vio trong kung dien qua min, tren nui chow. De lai vi, kong thay con gai dao, lin sai quan lin di tim cap noi, het gay nai qua gay kok. Lak long quan sai hung van kak ac Thursday ra chan kak neo duong, xi zak bon chung lam cho chung keep sobo che. De lai dan Thursday quan vi phuong bac, lak long quan o voio ko duok at lao tio ko mang. Sin ra mot sai boc. Sao bei gate sai boc no ra mot tram qua trung. Moi trung no ra mot nuoi con tre. Tram nuoi con tre du lon len nu loi, tat ca du shin dp ko man va thong min tuet voi. Decades passed, and Lak Long Quan lived happily with his children, but his heart still longed for the Water Kingdom. One day, Lak Long Quan bid farewell to Oko and his children, transforming into a dragon and soaring into the clouds, flying towards the sea. Oko and the children wanted to follow Lạc Long Quân, but they could not, so they sadly remained on the mountain. Day after day, they watched and waited, but he never returned. Missing him terribly, Oko stood atop a high mountain, looking towards the East Sea, and cried out, "My dear husband! Why have you not returned, leaving us to suffer like this?" Lạc Long Quân returned immediately. Oko reproached him, "I was born and raised in the high mountains and vast lands. We lived together and bore 100 sons, yet you left us, abandoning your children to live in loneliness and sorrow." Lạc Long Quân replied, "I am of the dragon race, and you are of the fairy race. It is difficult for us to stay together for long. Now, I will take 50 of our children to the coastal regions, and you will take the other 50 to the mountains. We will each rule over our respective lands, with some ruling the mountains and others ruling the seas. If danger arises, we will inform each other and come to each other's aid." Do not forget this. The two parted ways, and their 100 sons spread out across the land. These sons became the ancestors of the Bach Viet people. The eldest son remained in Phong Chau, where he was crowned the king of Văn Lang, taking the title Hung Vong. King Hung divided the land into 15 regions, appointing civil and military officials called Lak Hau and Lak Tuong. The king's sons were called Quang Lang, and his daughters were called Mai Nhuang. The throne passed from generation to generation under the title Hung Vong. Lạc Long Quân expanded the lands of Linh Nam, bringing peace to the people. King Hung was the one who established the nation and passed the throne through 18 generations. Due to the legend of Lạc Long Quân and Oko, the Vietnamese people still proudly call themselves the descendants of the dragon and the fairy. The story The Dragon and the Fairy tells of Lạc Long Quân and Oko, the ancestors of the Vietnamese people. They gave birth to 100 children, then divided them, with Lạc Long Quân taking 50 to the sea, and Oko leading 50 to the mountains. Their descendants became the ancestors of the Vietnamese people, with their eldest son, Hung Vong, establishing the nation of Văn Lang. The story reflects the sacred origin, unity, and the tradition of ancestor veneration of the Vietnamese, while also honoring the efforts of nation building. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to follow more interesting stories.